Sponsored by energy drink. The energy drink of energy drink. I mean, this energy drink markets itself as sparkling water. Oh no, it killed him. Yeah, it's optional. Um, one of these. I see. I've already selected a cocktail of 4 drinks that semi-cancel each other out, but give net benefit. Oh, you're fully okay, it just shows it as full on my screen for some reason. Must be because oh, maybe because it's full on this character's world. But I have not purchased full, so this is the closest I have on my characters to everything. I do have a arbitrary cosmetic trail because arbitrary cosmetic trails. What what's your oh you selected a lot of positive and a lot of negative. Okay, you at least have glass walks, that's the big one. Yeah, like glass walks, expedition, and extended floors are the three big ones. So instead of hang, I'll usually select a different set for negative. Just have the XP gain. But mostly because later map relentless threats, I'm just not a fan of. Here, it slid down for some reason. There we go. That's a lot easier. Going cool. A curious box. That's not a bad one. No. Monster pamphlet apparitions. Oh, not that good a one. Then again, scroll of magic missile with my drink set wouldn't be that effective either. Oh, there we go. Blackjack, spiked flail, old map, movement speed. I like all of those things. Walkable wall over here, southeast, and puzzle. Now you get to show stream how good you are at light puzzles. No pressure. Perfect. Yeah, I didn't bring any keys. Aw. Scroll of magic missile, page one. I took a debuff to any skill damage since I used mostly just my right click ability, which is based on attack damage, because it's just causing all the attacks. What's up? Yeah, you just walk into it. Construct, not bad. I didn't see. Yeah, rub my face against some walls. It might just be one of those hard to see ones. For those watching, there's always a button on this floor somewhere, and that button unlocks all the locked built rooms. Oh, I think I see it. It's one of those hard to see ones right here. Next, just a lot of foliage over it, so you can't even really tell it's there. But a bronze key's not bad. That was keyless before. Just gonna go ahead and send my ore real quick. Likelihood of depending on how many portal floors we have, the likelihood of one of those portal floors being a shop floor is low. Since you have maxed out ore trader, it's actually worth it. So I took the drink that gives me more ore, but a lot less gold because it lets you do tax evasion. Ooh, flame tongue, nice, and another and 50% ore gain. My strategy is boosted. Now, if only I could get what is it, Markham's something, not purse, the other one that gives you ore based on items collected. There we go. Mana stone, item at the top. Ah, all right. You're probably hitting experience limits depending on the level. Well, the new game, like the NGP levels, drastically affect experience. So, like before, below a certain point, it's functionally like an experience limiter. Gold key. So, like if I took a level like 40 character here, I'll functionally never be able to gain a level at this difficulty. Bronze chest. I don't have a bronze key. I used it on the chest I already opened on the north. I see it. I'll grab it real quick and open this. Yeah, I only have a gold and the bronze. Well, now I have a gold and bronze, but now I have no more bronze. Sphere of life. I kind of already have enough health regen, so it's not the greatest. And I have the church thing that gives you life steal on melee. Maybe we should have given some context to what this game is to anybody watch. Okay, gold feet. That is useless to me. Procedural dungeon roguelike. Who are trying to climb a tower to fight a thing at the top. Which have you beat the game once yet? Okay, then I'll just say to fight a thing at the top without explaining what. I might as well send my 33 ore. I have all ore multipliers. No gold. Portals on the left. If you want a portal, up to you. Actually, you already have wizard, so you already have the big thing from this lore. Ah, okay. I have 45% gold gain from my warring different multipliers. Okay. Now I actually have to pay attention a bit more. Because now we're fighting resistance instead of armor. Skill crit chance, not very good. More life steal. That's not bad. Primary attack buff, 10% primary attack bleed. And then for those wondering, the items that we're picking up act like Risk of Rain items if you played that. It's just for this run. But we also have permanent upgrades in that town you saw at the beginning that we can collect. But yeah, the boss of this map is all based on the books that we find across here. So we need to do things in the order the books describe. And also find the mini buttons here. And I already found the exit button. But we probably want to actually find the book first. Unless we just want to wing it. Oh no. Um lethal traps. That would do it. Is it one we can shut off? It's confusion one. Let's check the is it just a rando pattern? Yeah. I just usually take the confusion. Wait wait till I have it, and then during the window where I'm staying debuffed, I'll just use the inverse controls. But but yeah, I hate the confusion traps. They're like, especially that one because it's randomized which ones are active. I'd rather just fully be in confusion and just accept my inverse life. Yeah, we'll have to watch for. Luckily, next floor is almost guaranteed to have a unbreak or unbind. Uh, one of those. Not next floor up. Next set of floors. So if we can clear this boss. What's your warlock level, by the way? Okay. Because floors cleared on as warlock give you innate resistance. I gave it. Yeah, we want to skip that then if you haven't beat the Watcher. All right, I'm gonna take a danger warp. Oh, that's not bad. It's just a treasure room. I was expecting it to do one of the nastier ones that just drop you in the middle. Oh no, these are trap portals. So you go into one, it'll unlock a new room on the map, but there's a chance it's just in the middle of a trap room, which can be yeah. They don't yeah. They're just it's also usually how you find also you notice how it's grayed out on the map if you go to it now. Usually hitting a portal is how you activate the one of these will have bring you to a room with a book on each floor for this set. Ooh, this one's not yeah, to get to this one you have to go in the portal on the northwest to get to the trap room on the south because it's a mono direction trap. But I didn't yeah. Um this way. Uh actually wait, no, it is going to drop you in the middle of the spikes. I don't think you can get that one. That sucks. Oh well. That was a gold chest. Oh, I see. There is the portal for yeah, that's didn't think this character had done a full run. Let me check my guild. Oh no, it's yeah, this character no, I wouldn't risk it. I'm pretty sure that the spike because it drops you in the middle of that room and it's a wave of spikes moving upward. You basically have to try to survive going through the spikes moving south to hit the item. Ah, okay. You found one of the books. So yellow is no, but it's long. Yeah. So we know yellow is the fourth one we do. There's a shop in the top left too. Alright, danger portal it is. It's the one you didn't like earlier. But, yes. But, yeah, no, as a gold chest, I don't have a second gold key. The right was by me, it's gone now. Danger portal, let's go. Just, treasure room. Just a bit of gold here. Where am I at on gold gain? Okay, the Markham's Purse pretty much canceled out my gold loss. Looking for any additional buttons. Make sure we didn't miss any. That's the other way you can sometimes run into those book rooms. I don't see any additional buttons. Can open there be two on this floor so we don't have to bet on there being two on the next floor? There's one more portal we haven't activated down here. Eh, Danger portal. It's just a roll room. How's my luck? One item on the east. I didn't. I usually just don't think about it. I press button, gambling. I'm in. Yeah, I don't see any other buttons. Hopefully, otherwise we're gonna have to guess for a stage. I'm at the exit when you're ready. None of them are really amazing. They all kind of have a little bit of pathing issue. I think it's just per this game a thing. I'm kind of hoping it'll be better in the next one. The more expensive ones that fly though can just ignore walls and traps and different things. Do you have a? So this says Okay, you might want to do this one then. Do you know how to do these? Cool. Yeah, no. Right, spicy potions. Need to remember that. Which, let's see. One, two, three, four. Okay. Um, that's actually helpful. No, you don't want to keep coming. No, just eat that hit. I started from the bottom. Yeah. Let's see. Lady's blessing. On the run. Miners delights. What was it? Like mellow mist. Well, and sandals of swiftness. So it's 10,000 for the next step in church. What can I do? Convert as much as I can back to ore to dodge taxes. Probably could have just sold more efficiently, but whatever. So no expanded glass walks or expanded floors. No lethal traps and spicy potion. I just need to go grab a from the trap room up here. Yeah, not as good items this time around. Actually bought a couple keys this time since I was less broke from collecting all the ore. So we can only do it 2 more times because I'm running low on one of my drinks from my ore combo. Ooh, but where? Oh, there he is. Left side. What you give me? And he gave me some gold. Thanks. You got better. Who needs gold? Need some delicious ore. Diggy diggy stone stone rock and stone. Or diggy diggy hole. I think that's it. Other than probably like a couple audited boxes. I don't have the Markham's Purse. Gold's not great for me at the moment. Others. Uh, skill power book. Cool, I guess. Laughs and shooting arrow. Let's see. Okay, corruption spread. Yeah. Curio box. Curio case. Uh, Mostly not as good. It's bad rolls. Nothing as shiny as like the Flamberg I got last time. But then again, the shop at the beginning also had Armor of King, so I'm just tankier this time around. Okay. Walkable wall just near the or game. Near the drop point on the northeast. Not that I don't trust things, but I'm gonna send down my ore. Though if I do get enough ore to be equivalent of 10,000, that'd be helpful because then I could get the final tier of church buff. Then I might actually care at least a little bit about magic damage, depending on which one I choose. I've got a gold key. Why's that? Eh, I've got enough defensiveness this time around with the armor of kings. Just getting the spike shield. Yeah, with armor of kings and traps on low, not lethal mode. I could walk through a good chunk of this. What is my armor value at? Oh, can check in a sec. Yeah, I'm at 121 armor with Armor of Kings and 59 res. Armor of Kings is just a great one to start with for defensive. Uh, Magic attack on primary damage. Okay, so now I do actually care about having magic damage. Still not as much as physical because it just got plus 12 base on physical. That's pretty nice. Then nice. Just got to get your combo boost stuff up so that way you can move while using it. Found one button so far. See if it has a book behind it. And let's not die on all the traps. These traps were not our friend last time. Well, then again, no lethal traps. Also, the smaller floors might help us here find the books a bit better. There's portal. Let's see. Just- this book. All right, blue is one. I do wish they do better in that Hammerwatch 2. So I kind of hope they bring more of it into Heroes of Hammerwatch 2. Uh, but bosses that have more mechanics. Uh, because this is the first boss you have that actually has mechanics. Then I don't see any portals. Guess we're just portalless on this floor. Yeah, I also don't see any more buttons, so I think it's just those two, which makes sense. We got a book for the floor. Yeah, there's mechanics in the boss before this one with the statue thing. Light, Yeah, light mechanics. Then there's mechanics in the book order of this floor, but still just different waves of enemies. Next boss after this one does have mechanics. More MMO-ish style. Not massive, but just more than nothing. Um, and it's just fun. Final floor after that, and the boss there is a little bit different style, but again, just dodge the attacks. Couple ones with mechanics in the other two dungeons. Not massive again. They definitely have more fun with it a little bit in Overwatch 2 or Hammerwatch 2. Not Overwatch 2. That has no mechanics. None at all. Definitely not. Nah, just go play Marvel Rivals now. Be like the internet and be confused about the existence of how Penny works for some reason. It's not that hard. She throws the mines, and you stand in the web as Penny, and you take less damage and live. So you shoot the thingy that produces web, so she has less web to stand in, so she can't move as much. But at the same time, she has two other ways to create web, so it's not her only thing. But I saw on Reddit, like there's literally just disinformation campaigns being pushed by Penny mains of this does nothing, don't pay attention to it. So like it's just become a massive meme. And Penny's just a decent tank. She's the tank that does well when your healers are bad at healing. And right now people are terrible at teamwork in the game. So it kind of just works out. No, that's Todd Howard. He's not in Marvel Rivals yet. Uh, don't go in the portal I went in. It's another one of the spike that goes one direction things. Actually, you might be able to survive it. You could probably. I don't know. Can you survive 3 hits of spike? Might be enough. Did you eat? Oh, you got a book on this floor? Cool. So you only need one more. So yeah, not that big a deal. Yeah. I don't have much gold to begin with. Otherwise, I'd buy the Flamberg that's there. I'll just grab a great helm. There's no way I'm gonna get anything more from than that. I don't have it anywhere near enough for a third item. Yeah, you win some, you lose some, and I literally am leaning on getting way more ore than gold. The only reason I had some last run was Markham's purse. Because what am I at? Yeah, I'm at 35% gold gain. 'Cause I've got no gold gain items this time around. I have minus 100 from drinks. Yes, I believe so. You'll be risking. Oh, there's one portal we haven't activated. Ah, nice. Uh, should be an item on this one over here to the east. Um, it's you can just walk to it. You can go straight on this one. But but it is also that portal on the west if you want to try to skip. Yeah, it just put you on the far side, but it's not that hard. It's just wait till you're confused and then just inverse control it. Ah, yeah. As long as you can inverse control it, that one's a super easy one because it's even though even though it's not consistent, it's always the full line, so you can guarantee that you're confused. Once you've cleared this dungeon a couple times, we need to get you through the desert dungeon so you can start getting statues because those are a pretty huge boon. You find the recipe for each one in the desert dungeon, and then once you build them, it applies to all characters on the world you're in. Ah, perfect. That's this one. This one's actually better if you don't go through the portal. West side. It's that random inverse one you died on the first time. But since you're just trying to make it, since the item's in the middle, it's easier to go through from the right versus going the full length. I mean, up to you. I mean, we have not less lethal traps, so yeah, yeah. So, it's just a bit of fire. Mildly toasty. I don't either. I just have gold and bronze. Oh yeah, monolith. Protective powers. Cool. I'll take even more defense on top of my defense. I guess. Oh, I must have missed it. The reveal. Just a deposit. Eh, might as well. Goodbye, 20 ore. Eh, not too worried about it. I will just accept 2 piece of candy. I think they should have actually. Yeah, I don't know. There's, like, no path, like, there might be path through somewhere, but I don't know. I've never actually figured out if there's anything to this area. It just looks cool. Like, I don't see any buttons or anything to move the spikes or anything like that. Should have just committed, made this a regular map. The blue is 1, red is 2. Hello, darkness, my old friend. Your spawn rate's kind of low, actually. This isn't that threatening. These are just, yeah, still low spawn rate, but it's just the damage buff ones. Just don't get hit. No. Yep, yellow should be top. I don't know what this one does. All right, it's just ground is dangerous. I mean, you just sit in the middle, and it's not that bad. And I think, yeah, the left one I think is just toxic. Not enough fire. I can still see the screen. I mean, Seal of Rates is kind of neat, and undead damage, which is useless on. Well, I mean, it's not. It has some use on the next floor, but eh. But these guys still aren't that tanky. What's more useful is the floor after this one. It loops back around to beasts, and those beasts are actually decently tanky. Also, Ore Forge. Yeah, yeah. So you should be able to find some ore on this floor to at least get something. Yeah, one of the crosses. How dare you? I also do not have a silver. What drink is this? I mean, some crazy eye is not bad, but I don't have any drink combos that I can think of that actively use it. All I know is it's a set of stats that are easy to use to get net positive. Actually, maybe it's a better one if I'm running for hyper late game when you've picked up like a bunch of blood rights and have 90% reduced health. Because that's where ridiculous late game gets, is running lower difficulty ones just to pick up as many blood rights as you can find. Because after a point, that's the only way you can deal with the hyper scaling of like new game plus 7, 8. Gambling room. You have luck on the west side. Okay. Uh, Ring of Health. You shouldn't have. Okay, just the mini boss room left. Shh. I should go do the ore thing. I will slap you with a Ricola. Or not. Instead, I'll just hope you feel better. Uh, would make sense item wise. I only get a white tier. Don't really want to mark him. Do I want to mark him as purse? Yeah, why not? Not 100. It still only gets me up to 81% gold gain from my debuffs, but it's more than nothing. Yeah, not too bad. Yeah. Now, if at least if there's a shop on this floor, because I don't think a shop can spawn. A shop can't spawn on the next floor, I believe. Sorry, next set of floors, I should say. Shop can spawn on chambers 2 and chambers 3, but it can't spawn on the castle rooftop because that's a set. Not fully set, but like most of the map layout is set, or it has only a very small number of variants to it. It's usually the reason why I say glass walks is heavily valuable because it's the only way to get certain chests that are potentially like ace chests on that floor. And the red ace items can be just absolutely comically broken. Just delicious enemies over here. I guess that way. Right. I just need to sit on this so you're alive. Yeah. You just watch the pattern. Eventually, you'll get one where it is closest then furthest. I got another Brusky. There's I don't know if we'll get them on this floor, but there's gonna be like rooms full of gold that'll have a bronze door in front of them that can spawn. Usually, it's a way for you to burn bronze keys here because they're pretty useless on the next floor or next set of floors. Fortunately, I there's only I think after this floor one or this set of floors one very specific spot that a unlinker can spawn because they don't spawn until your souls are linked. There you go. Trap room on the east should have a item. It's a kind of difficult one though. It's up to you on if you want to risk it. I didn't get that good of an item for it, so it's going to be mostly if you got a decent one. Arkham's purse was worth it. see. Is there much? Yeah, it's just he's over by me, but he's also confused. Yeah. Southeast from you is that trap room. It's kind of a difficult one, so it just depends on if you see like a good item there. I wouldn't worry about it then, 'cause that one's one that even I'm not that good at because of how it works. Bloodletter's not bad. And there is a turn into, but there's only there's less on this one. Get on a cross and press F. You don't use it yet. Uh, you gotta wait till you're doing ominous wind again. You may wanna. All right, cross. We gotta kill him before he does another one. So yeah, this one's always uh not necessarily fully random, but with glass walks we can access some of it. Also, there's smaller number of enemies, but they're way tankier. Most of them are classified as beast, so that's why I said like beast tomes can be useful here. Also, these buttons that you stand on for a few. Ooh, ace key. No idea if we'll get an ace chest, but neat. I believe it does mess up their pathing. Makes it less efficient in their tracking of you. Gotta go around if I want to get to there. I don't have any gold keys left. Yeah, pretty much on this floor, you can't rely on getting combo at all. Silver. No, I only have a bronze and an ace. Delicious ores. Just this floor has already boosted me up to 60 ores because of how ore heavy it is. Now we just have to survive to turn them in. This is another one where there's like two waves to it. So there's this floor, one more floor, and then the boss. There's a chance that just before the boss an ace chest can spawn if we're lucky. So fingers crossed. The only other one I know is glass walks. This is going to be watch out for things falling from the sky. If you have a long pathway, just keep walking along that pathway until it stops, and just kind of fire at the ice elementals that spawn. Yeah, this game doesn't really do damage typings. Like even the fire burn effect is just apply magic damage. It's not actually elemental. Okay, so yeah, you stand on the button there. That could be absolutely anywhere. See if I can find it. Because it spawns because it's just when you have one of those, it's just thing appears anywhere on a already revealed section of the map, and we've already cleared most of this map. By you? Okay, moving your way. Um, sure, I'll send my gold to town. Alcohols. Wait, no, we're not doing that yet. No, no drunk streams. Yeah, if we can get through both of these, you notice how there was already a pass-through door earlier to go forward. If we get if we go for this one, I believe it gives us slightly better rewards for this longer path. I just remember you usually want to take the left of the two doors. So it does actually affect where you spawn on the next area because it's preset versus full art random generated. So I know it's more useful if we have glass walks. Yeah, this door up here. Because usually there'll be like a glass walks on the left side of here that takes you around to like a bunch of extra chests that you miss. But for us, it's just going to be regular rewards and whatever we find. Do you have a gold key? So near the door to the boss is basically a 50-50. Uh, or near the door to the next level, I mean, is a 50-50. It'll either have a like a one of those gambling chest things or gambling button things, or it will have an unlinker. And preferably we want the unlinker of those two. Because the one item is not going to make as much of a difference as not having us with a functionally a mono health bar. Yeah, if you look over here to the right, you see these broken pathways and stuff over here. Down across over there is where you come in for the other entrance, and you miss out on a good chunk of this part of the map, depending. Unlinker. So it must be close to the door. Brett. Lu- Luckily, this one's not as bad as it gets in new game cycles. Okay, bridge is on the north to go forward. One last fountain to refill stuff. Watch the ballistas. I think you collected the ballista. Uh, I'm going to just because I have 115 ore. But yeah, this is usually where you would connect over from the other path. That's a lot smaller. So you see why the left path is a lot more area you travel through. And even though these will be a little bit different each generation, it's always the left path of the two that you want to take. So fingers crossed. Hey, we got the randomation chest. When when shoot dealing damage with your primary attack, 10% chance to drop a meteor on the enemy. You see how these ace abilities are just silly. All right, so watch for the circles that'll be lightning going constantly, and also just watch where the head is facing. Because yep, there it is. Because if you get hit by that, that's a lot of damage in one go. Oh, there it is. And thus the end of the story of Hammerwatch. Because here, because Heroes of Hammerwatch is just a variant retelling of the story of the less popular Hammerwatch. The heroes got a lot more attention. That's why, sadly, it kind of led to Hammerwatch 2 kind of getting bashed on reviews because people were expecting Heroes of Hammerwatch 2, which is not out yet. So people going for the roguelike this faster roguelike vibe, it just kind of ran into not that. Uh, Divine Hammer's nice. I think I'd rather have Divine Strike. Just so I have magic damage where I don't normally have magic damage. Yeah, that's definitely worth it. Because now when I get the magic damage upgrades, they actually are more consistently useful. Yeah, Divine Strike is good if you're a fast primary attack character. Um, Divine Blast can be more useful if you're close range. Divine Bomb is pretty much never useful. And Divine Hammer is basically I would put Divine Hammer on Paladin because with Paladin your final passive just gives you magic damage on your melee. And there's also a statue that gives you magic damage on your melee. Um, Divine Blast, I'd probably go on Thief because you want more burst damage. But Divine Strike is good on like Archer and Mages because if you notice, it's pretty much just a little bit lower than my attack range here, and is consistent extra damage on top of my attack fire rate. So for you, because you have even closer melee range or magic range, you actually have a little bit slower attack speed, so you might get some decency out of the hammer for a divine strike, especially since it's giving you an attack damage type that you don't currently have, which is the big thing. Yeah. Usually I just always use the last tier there to kind of shore up, okay, what damage type don't I have on this character? So we have two more full dungeons and also the gladiator arena. Usually you're not expected to until you've gotten some new games under you. Because even though you get the random items, and those are pretty helpful, your max level is a big contributor along with the other bonuses. For example, completing the desert dungeon. Uh, nope, we're going in. Completing the desert dungeon beyond the getting the statue recipes. The other thing is it gives you the ability to get a genie in your potion bottle or a gin. And then every time you cast a potion, it also summons a summon that deals damage that gets more powerful the more new game levels of the desert dungeon you do. What floor is this? Okay. So I shouldn't be too worried. And I don't want the movement speed debuff. I think that's yeah. I think you had the last couple. Flame tongue, nice. Endless potential. I'm gonna spin for a bit. Yeah, it's not too bad since we're not gonna have too slow of clears. There's another one. Rapid blows. I shoot even fastus. Ah, I wish I had that in the run dungeon run. Could have probably just straight up doubled the amount of ore I got. Boon me. Not bad. Since most of the things haven't spawned yet on this. Might get lucky and get a extra blue or fleet feet. It just wants me to go fast. Gots to go fast. How dare you assume by speed limit? Ooh, Sword of Kings. Endless potential. I get to spin again. No, that was the one I saw. I just saw the didn't want to miss the buff. Yeah, the vigorous restoration. You shouldn't have. Yeah. The different levels of the gladiator arena is also one of those ones where it benefits you to diversify because as you get to higher levels of the buffs that you buy from this, it costs more swords per, so it's easier to generalize instead of specialize. Another case where just being able to get a bunch of skills of that'll let you do every damage type is better, which I feel like is kind of a trap because like most other games, you're like, okay, I am the physical damage character. I only want physical damage. And this game somewhat actively penalizes you for that sort of focus. Though not in Hammerwatch 2 as far as I've seen, because that one's more of a Diablo clone. So you are just I am the physical damage character. Nice. 'Tis a good one. If you oh wait, mace. Not as good on you, but okay one. I mean, probably, but might have wanted to spend our bronze swords between runs. Yeah, this trap is not too bad. Oh no, you actually died immediately. This is probably going to confuse everyone because my character's name is Zach, so now they're going to think I'm Zach. They will never know who I truly. Yeah, the highest rank that I've done on here was rank 30, and I got carried hard on an online server I joined. Wait, wait, wait. The shop still works here. I'm actually going to warp to the Outlook to trade some ore so I can buy some better stuff from the shop. And back to the yeah. But keys also still matter here and all that too. So also undead is a bigger boon here because some of the hardest things here are undead. What else? There's the bar. Water. Lady's blessing. On the run. Miner's delight. Mellow mist. So that's Yeah, that should be fine. Actually converted too much to gold, but oh well. I don't feel like running back to the Outlook. So you'll notice this, some of them just spawn a lot. They're not necessarily unlimited. The big the big mechanical change with this area is you have curses, and based on how many stacks of curse you have a percent chance for you to miss attacks and a percent chance to take 200% to critical damage from any source based on the number of curse stacks. I'm gonna take 16 curse because it gives me items. Yeah, that chest there. You select any number of the items up to all of the items, but you take increased curse based on the quantity of it. Six. There's ways to cure it, so 16 is tolerable. And I'd suggest not, given you already almost died, because the attack missing is annoying. The random chance of 200% damage is instantaneously lethal in some situations. So we want to collect gold, and we're looking for a merchant that sells a uh, guide, essentially, because there's an exit on the north, the west, and the east side of this area, and we want to take the correct exit. Because if we take the incorrect exit, the next map is significant. Each of the next maps can be significantly harder. uh, Item on the ground over here on the west side. Ah, here's some anti-curse potions. I'll take some of that. Uncurse myself a little bit. Once we actually get into the temple proper, there are enemies that also apply extra curse levels. So just they'll look like floating skulls flying around for the attack. So just don't get attacked by what looks like floating skulls, if possible. Oh, did you find the oh, you found the I thought you found the merchant that tells you which exit to take. No merchant yet? Yeah, that's the east exit. Uh, huh. That's let's do one quick sweep around, see if we can find it anywhere. Ah, here he is. Or not. He's supposed to be here at this tent. Well, why? Did you turn did you turn off merchants? Crap. Then we're screwed. This is one of the ones you don't turn off merchants. 'Cause now we just gotta it's probably gonna be uh okay, no, we're fine. We got lucky and got the right path. If it was a sandstorm going on here, then we chose the wrong path and we'd be suffering because it causes a massive number of annoying enemies to spawn. No, it's really not. They're not even worth that. Also, the other thing is there's not a lot of there's guaranteed a merchant on every single one of these tiles for the first chunk. So there's very few other sources of like items before we even enter the for this entire first floor set. That's kind of the other downside we'll be dealing with is basically we'll be getting a lot less items before the first boss because they expect you to have the merchant typically. Yeah, it's only one of us. Like I'm still have how that's fine. I'm at 10 currently. Just I would say just grab them until unless you're like only at like sub 5. Yeah, yeah. I'm because I would rather you be lower than me because I know more of the patterns of things of the attacks that do get you cursed, and also kind of how to play around curse a little bit. There's two more potions on the left here. Oh, okay, so they are instants. Cool. Then yeah, I can just decrease my curse by 2. Been a while since I played co-op. Can you tell? I knew it. I knew it was showing. Yeah. Yeah, we pretty much want to try to full clear these since less items. And also because there's a chance for some things that'll be relevant in the dungeon to spawn later. There's a chance of like a small temple thing that has like what looks like a constellation. You should have. You found it already. You, sh- I would have just said take a screenshot. You need to be kind of semi precise in the place where you enter it. Oh yeah. Sometimes it's on the floor. Sometimes it's in a temple. But yeah. So we're gonna be So in the dungeon, we're gonna run into basically like a room that looks like it's full of like those light up buttons, and you need to recreate the symbol exactly in that, and it gives you rewards. I think that's about it. All right, Gambling man, which exit we taking? Top left. I mean, there's just a little bit of block, but I don't think there's anything unrevealed because this just goes all the way to the exit, I believe. Or no, that's just a dead end. So there's nothing there. I think I already saw it was a dead end. I just didn't reveal that last little bit. Yeah. You grab the monolith that gives me protective powers. Hopefully, they're not going to be needed. Uh, Apparently, never punished. Because now there's no more. There's not another. You pick up any luck items? Okay. There's a roll on. Yeah, there's a roll on the right. So there should be an item there on the right side. There'll be things in the sorry, go ahead. Sounds about right. That's what I said. That's what I was pretty much expecting it to be bad. I'm slowly getting less cursed. Granted, I've had much more obscene stacks of curse before, but given we have no items to kind of play around that, Um, I believe so, yeah, because you could face the boss with, the sandstorm going on, which is not fun. No, because I really don't wanna fight the boss with the sandstorm. Uh, I don't know if your lungs can handle the sandstorm. Or fabricator over here. Uh, boss does physical damage. So I think Sandals of Swiftness would be better just for running from the boss and getting that slight chance of evasion. Since I already get evasion from one of my passives every time I spin. Kind of neat thing. This is the only area where the day-night cycle actually matters because you can encounter this area at daytime or nighttime. Doesn't change much, just aesthetics, but yeah, I think that's about it for this floor in quotes. Oh no, gamblish fallacy. Statistics care not for your whims, Robert. I know, just means we got it wrong. See the sandstorms drifting through. Yeah, just try not to get hit too much because boss kind of gets hard to see at times with the sandstorm. I somewhere your body is. There you are. The face is a lot weaker. You see why the sandstorm does not help finding the face. Wherever the face is. Die, you Dune ripoff. Just keep attacking. I don't know where I'm attacking, but just keep it. Spins like more aggressively. Only mildly salty. Do we get any items? So, uh, nah. It's a. I would have suggested just not running any alterations first time here. Yeah, there should be some items available in this sort of like hubbish area because of glass walks. Some anti-curse potions in the southwest and some potion charges. Okay, so I am anti-curse now. Yeah, that's not till yeah. So if you see the layout of this area, once we go through the door, we're gonna pop out one of the other sections of this dungeon. Do you have lethal traps on? Don't touch any traps of any shape or form because they're harder and do a lot of damage even without lethal traps. So lethal traps basically is suffering. If you see a boulder, run away because boulders hurt. And did you? I haven't seen you. Yeah, her skull doesn't die. You just gotta avoid it. It's a projectile. That's the neat part. It's hard to tell. If you see these spider things here, shoot them. Because if you have relentless threats, the more of those spider nests that are still active, the more things that'll attack us when the relentless threat goes off. Yeah. That was my bad. I touched one boulder. Yeah, I didn't see any turn-ins. Did you have those turned off at all? Okay. But yeah, I need to go to the guild. I have stars. Let's see. You only got one more on the run. Convert all my money back to ore while I'm thinking about it since I'm over here. Yeah, I would suggest Glasswalks is a good one. Expedition, and Expanded Floors. I would very much not suggest Lethal Traps because they are basic. As you saw, they are one shots. Those are fine. That's fine. Just watch out not to get cursed. That's fine. I would say Expeditious Expedition over Safe Corridors, but that's personal preference. Um, eh. -5's not bad. I mean, it's just free XP. Because like the only other thing I would suggest would maybe be infrequent threats. Because infrequent threats has depending on how what threats we're dealing with in the later dungeon, it can cause some pretty nasty swarms of enemies depending on when the threat happens. Because because there's spawners on, basically, when you get to later that floor we were on, and it even gets worse on later ones when you have Jinn spawning that do a stupid amount of damage. But, when the threat happens, basically, it makes it so that, based on the number of spawners still present, along with a bunch of cracks in the walls that you can't disable, gives you a massive quantity of enemies across the entire map that just swarm directly to you and know exactly where you are. So depending on when it spawns on the map, such as if it spawns before you've killed any spawners, you free overwhelm. Stiletto on the west side of the map. Or sorry, item, not necessarily a stiletto, unless you want it to be. Man, just feel the stiletto vibe. Even though it's stiletto actually wouldn't be that helpful for you, but technicalities. I don't think physical armor piercing is that helpful for you. So there's a couple uncursed potions over here. So let's fingers crossed see if we can find the cursed chest. Now that we hopefully there's a better roll in it because depending on what's in there, I might take some more curse this time around. Part of the other one is my first time around. The curse was not great. Oh, you bought the map piece. Which direction did it say? Cool. No, only person who bought it. So here's let's see. Enchanted Dirk is only +1, so yeah, I'll definitely take that. Um, Curio case isn't bad. No blue items. This one's kind of a yeah. This one's kind of a garbage sarcophagus for me. Like I got a little bit of extra damage, and that's about it. I go to that shop though, and of course drink some uncursed potions sitting around. Sarcophagus is to the north from where we just crept past. If you're looking for it, since you have map piece, I don't need it. Wizard wand. My other two items are also kind of garbage. I mean, actually, uh, still have the chance of Talisman of Decay. That's not very good. Like, there was a random roll item. Constructs is not the greatest, I think, across the board in this area. Actually, wait, I think the golems here count as constructs, but it's not that they're not that hard to kill and they're not that big a deal. Yeah, think that's about it. Yeah, I think that's it. I'm already down to only 2 curse because most of my item options for at the chest was bad. I'll get the map piece this time since you grabbed it last time. West. I'll take the sandals of swiftness for purchase option. Can never go wrong with sandals of swiftness. Okay. I'm already curse neutral. Sad day. Oh yay, a sphere of time. You shouldn't have. I think that's about it. Oh wait. Statue design over here. It's probably different for you, but I'll stand on top of where it is over here. Make sure you can find it. I think the Jinns technically count as aberrations. Really, the sand elemental. Would that be an aberration? Yeah, whatever. Yeah, if you come over to where I am, there might be a statue recipe here. Okay, so just me. I mean, I know those ones are instance and weird for some reason. So make sure that on your map you don't have a thing that looks like a piece of paper anywhere. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was a level up for one that I already had because each of the levels are also you have to get recipes for. Ooh, blood right. Always lead me. I didn't use that. I didn't need that 10% health. Blood right of order. What is blood right of order? Eh. Ah, health. Perfect. Excellent one. It's +2 raw. How are you on gold? Did you get better items in the shop than, or do you also have gold debuff on? Actually, wait. Oh, I forgot to. I knew I was forgetting something. I don't have my gold debuffed as much as usual. So I thought you'd be beating me way further in gold. Okay, here's the shop. Oh, you have the map piece. Okay. East is the exit. Um, see if I can get over two. I want to see if I can get over 2,000. So I need a little bit more gold. The map was 2,000. This room, it increases as you go through the floors on here. There we go. Now I'm over 2,000 because the essence collector that boosts undead damage is going to be useful once we get in the dungeon. Eh, mana. I didn't see any constellation anywhere. They can just It's just any random one. Wait, here it is. I can get these scorpions to not spot on me for a sec. Sure of that. At the east exit whenever you're ready. Yeah, it's almost like seeing things is useful or something. Strange. Yeah, that should be about it. It's on the bottom right near your XP bar if you see your cursor count. Ah, sarcophagus. Those are mostly garbage. Whatever. I guess I'll take 7. I think Beast Encyclopedia literally only applies to the snakes. S- Oh yeah, and those spiders. But we don't. It's mostly mummies and the jinns. Item in the south near the exit. Last walks let you skip the trap. Um, what looks to be a. So I have a another statue recipe in the southeast over here by me. I'm curious if you have one over here or not. Okay, so it's completely separate, so I shouldn't even point them out. It'll be wherever yours are. Couple anti-curse potions. Don't mind if I do. That drop trap is basically one shot. So um I think it's just normal shop chance, but I'd rather make sure I get my ore going. Yeah. Should still have yeah, sorry, I forgot to mention. Already grabbed mine from that. South of here should be a glass walked item just by the trap. So there are theoretical optimal statues and different stuff like that. I just say use whatever one you want. It applies to not just you, but also other players on the same world. Ooh, another sarcophagus. Um, much as am tempted to take 51, I'll just take 16. Sword of Kings is nice though. That one, because you get less items, it's kind of less good in this one. It's kind of the theme with these side dungeons is the number of items you get is generally less than the main dungeon, and their difficulty curve is a bit harder. For example, the Moon Temple one, the way that it works is you get a new I had to go up bronze, and the item was terrible for me. Yeah, you'll get significant, even less items usually in the lunar dungeon, but it's bonus for doing new game levels through it and completing it is super useful uh, for higher difficulty runs. It makes it so whenever you enter floor, you get a certain number of instances where you just don't take damage. So first new game cycle, like first time you beat it, you'll get one instance of you have one buff where you'll just not take damage when you get hit. Then second new game cycle, two instances of it, and so on. It's basically one of the only things that makes the challenge, like the one hit challenge, doable because those protect you. I do not. Central South is one item. Yeah, I think that's about it for this floor. Kind of wish we got a couple more uncursed potions, but I'm doing okay. I collected one. Wasn't paying attention. Was looking at my phone. Ah, there's the uh constellation turn in and a gambling room on the top that I hit the button for. Looks like one eye. Oh, meow. I'm coming, except there's enemies in the way. Ah. You got the constellation. Need to enter the thing. So one, two, three, four, five. So it is all five on the top row. Two down. Yeah, two down and adjacent. One here, one here, one here, and two up. Some of these are weirdly specific on the exact dot count for each spot. Oh, there is a shop on this floor. I'll take the vendor's coin before I buy anything else from you. Oh, damn it. Oh, ace key. It's just rare and lucky to find one. I have no silver key. I don't want to risk that for a bronze chest. I have bronze key. I just don't want to do that for a bronze chest. eh, Boulder still hurt. Especially since I still have enough curse that it could trigger and give me the super damage. The door out is on the west. Should be going to the boss room. Can't remember how you get over to that. We touch this thing. Maybe. I thought it was glass walks, but alright, so when we touch this, he'll spawn. He has a he does curse you a lot. Probably your curse triggered if you had any. You might be able to build a statue. You have 3 statue spots. There are a bunch of different statue types depending on what recipes you've collected. That one's not a bad one. If you have the ore for it. Cool with me. Meant to be a chill day anyway. Chill day with chill day with numbers go up. Spider-Man 2 is also coming to PC in January. Yeah.